Good morning. How is everyone? I'm excited about being here this morning to talk to you today about process. Last week we talked about infinite influence, and having infinite influence, there were several things that we said that you needed to have. We said you needed to be in a place of gratitude. You need to be in a place of humility and generosity. And I just want to touch on gratitude today, and then we'll touch on humility more and generosity more next week. But when it comes to gratitude, I wanted to give you some ways that you could show gratitude to your employees, if you have employees. Again, staying in a place of awe, not getting too comfortable with those who follow you is one of the best ways to maintain a place of gratitude. And if you have employees, I just want to share some quick ways that you can show gratitude from time to time that will go a long way. Oftentimes we have, especially during holidays, at different times of the year, folks bring in potluck dinners or potluck lunches. One of the ways you can show gratitude to your employees is to take a break from the potluck, okay, and have a meal catered. That's a great way. It takes pressure off of folks having to bring in food, takes pressure off of the folks who don't necessarily, cook food really, really well. So take a break from the potluck and cater some food in. Another great gift to give someone to show appreciation or to show thanks is the gift of time. And you can do that by allowing someone to leave work early, allow someone to come into work late, allow someone to, take a half day off. It's something that's time consuming for someone. Do that for them. That will save them time. Go shopping for someone to do their grocery shopping or some other simple shopping that they do from time to time. But give someone the gift of time. That's a huge way just to say thank you. Create a wall of fame, or create a thank you wall where you're constantly posting different things on that wall from time to time just to say thank you. And it's a public wall. It's something that everyone in the organization can see, and it says thank you publicly to someone. That's a huge way to show your gratitude. Have something delivered to your employer. Instead of bringing it in, say, to the office or to your company, have it delivered to the office or have it delivered to their home. We just like receiving stuff or stuff being delivered to us. That's just a cool way to show gratitude and just to say thank you. And then the last one I want to offer you is to donate to someone's favorite charity. We tend to give to causes that mean something to us, that's very purposeful. So by you donating to someone's favorite charity or someone's favorite cause in their name, that's huge. And oftentimes the amount doesn't matter, just the effort that you went through to donate to someone's favorite cause is huge. So again, we want you to have infinite influence, and those are just some of the ways that you can show gratitude to your employees, or really to anyone. It doesn't have to be to an employee, but again, we want to be in a place of gratitude because that's one of the key pillars to us having infinite influence. I want to spend the rest of the time talking about something that's very, very, very important. It's very important to me because any area of my life that I've had success in, it was because of a process that was put in place. Your success is always in the process. The success will be found in the process. And so I want to spend the rest of the time today talking about process. I recently lost about 70 pounds, and that's been a personal battle for me for years. And the one thing that was different this time was the process that I went through. I actually went through a process. And what I realized about process is you don't have to have a quick fix. Oftentimes we want a quick fix. Oftentimes we want a microwavable fix. We want to pop it in the microwave, put it on 3 minutes, hit start, and then have our desired result. But if you put a process in place and slow cook that which you desire, you will have success. Again, the success is always in the process. And the other thing that I learned is that the process, the steps of the process, they have to happen. They have to happen. Now, if there's a lose weight quick scenario that you want to know about, ask me. I've taken all the detoxes. I've done all the lose 5 pounds in 3 days methods. But what I realized is that over time and taking my time and doing certain things every single day is where I found success. The other thing about process is you don't have to win every single day. You just have to win more than you lose. If you look at an NFL team, out of 48 Super Bowls, there's only one team that's been undefeated. However, every team that's won a Super Bowl, they've won more games than they lost. Me, on my personal fitness journey, I used to obsess about going to the gym, and I used to obsess about eating right every single moment of the day, every single day of the week, making it to the gym. I don't obsess anymore. Now my goal is to go to the gym more days in a week than I don't go to the gym. So if there's 7 days in a week, I need to be in the gym at least 4 days that week. That means I won that particular week. Okay? The other thing about process and getting to a desired outcome is looking at the moment and winning in that moment and winning in that period or that space of time, and not trying to win every single time. If you win every single time, that's great. But don't think of yourself as a failure if you don't win every single time. You just have to win more than you lose. And you have to do something every single day to get better. So if you want to be a better leader, you need to do something every single day to become a better leader. People that, artists, they paint every single day, or they paint more than they don't paint. And that's how they became really good artists. Athletes, they work out or they play their sport, or be it basketball or archery or whatever. They do it a lot, right? So in order for us to become better leaders, we have to focus on being a better leader regularly, and we have to do things regularly in order to become a better leader. So I submit to you that leadership is something that you can learn and something that you can get better at. And it's not necessarily something that you're either born with or you're not. Okay? So this process, when it comes to leadership, I believe that leaders, you have to learn over time, and a leader has to always be a leader. At the very beginning, all you know is what you know, or you don't know what you don't know. We actually had a call with my marketing team yesterday, and an interesting point that came out when we were talking about one of the products that we market is that we have to help our customers know more about the product, because oftentimes they don't know what to ask, or they don't know how to become more efficient using our products if they don't know what to ask, or if they don't know what else or how else the products can benefit them. So all we know is what we know. So we have to know more, right? So we have to do more in order for us to know more. So at a certain point in your leadership track, you're only going to know what you know, and you're not going to know what you don't know. Eventually, you're going to know what you need to know. So the next phase of that leadership track is what? Knowing what you need to know. Now, it's one thing to know what you need to know, and it's another thing to, after you find out what you need to know, is to act on that and to use that knowledge. And we always hear that knowledge is power. Well, knowledge is not really power. The use of the knowledge that we have is power. So we go from not knowing something to knowing something, but then we have to act. We have to use that knowledge that we have, right? I applaud you if you're on this call this morning and you're listening to this call, or if you replayed the call, because you are investing in yourself to know more so that you can be more as it relates to leadership. Now, as you know what you don't know, you can start to make plans for your growth and for your development. So as you learn more, as you become more enlightened, as you get more tools with your weaponry as it relates to becoming a leader, now you can plan for your growth. Now, after that, you're in a stage of knowing and growing, and it's going to start to show. So the more that you know, and the more that you act on the things that you know, and the more that you plan, those things are going to start to show. And then eventually the last step is your knowing being automatic, your knowing being involuntary, where you can walk into a situation and your leadership abilities, because you've prepared and you've planned and you've gotten experience, your leadership abilities just automatically kick in without you having to think about it. They become involuntary. Okay? So the question that you should be asking yourself right now is, what's your plan for growth? How are you going to grow? One of the things that you should do is every single day, you should plan your growth when it comes to leadership, and do something every single day. And then reflect daily also. Look back and say, okay, what did I do last week? Or what did I do a month ago that was effective and that really worked and that really helped me? It could be getting on a call like this. It could be going to a workshop. It could be going to a conference. It could be reading a book. It could be listening, to an audiobook when you're in your car. It could be, doing some of the things that we talked about to improve your overall effectiveness as a leader. It could be doing something to improve the 21 qualities of leadership that we talked about. Okay? The next question you need to ask yourself is, what will I commit to every single day to getting better? What will I commit to every single day to getting better? Because, again, the success is in the process. The success is in that crock pot attitude towards leadership and getting better. The cool thing about this crock pot attitude that I'm talking about is you can apply it to anything in your life. You can apply it to, again, fitness. You can apply it to relationships. You can apply it to your children. But the success is always in the process. So what's my process for getting better? Not my quick fix for getting better, because we know the quick fixes, they tend not to work. We want to develop from the inside out. We want to develop from the inside out. When it came to my fitness walk, or me becoming losing weight and getting in shape, it started with my mind. It started with the way that I thought. It began with my thoughts. It began on the inside. And then those things that I wanted to accomplish began to manifest on the outside. So I'll submit to you as well to change your thoughts as it relates to leadership, or start thinking about leadership, because the things that we think about, we will ultimately be, or we will ultimately manifest. So let's start to develop ourselves from the inside out. Okay? And if we're bigger on the inside, that bigness or that greatness will manifest ultimately on the outside. The secret to our success will be discovered in our daily agenda. It's what we do every single day to get better. Thank you for joining the call today. This call was sponsored by ShareNote.com. ShareNote is an electronic health record system that was designed specifically for the behavioral healthcare industry. It's an awesome tool. If you have a behavioral healthcare industry, or if you know of someone that, if you have a behavioral healthcare organization, or if you know of someone that does, please send them to ShareNote.com. I want to thank you again for joining the call. It's been great. It's been wonderful for me. I hope it has been for you. I send you blessings. Have a wonderful day.